Now let's have a look at the answers to test number 2. First question, something about production possibilities frontier. A country must decrease production of one good in order to increase production of another good. That means the country is already producing at the production possibilities frontier. So in order to move to the right, to have more of the good on the x-axis, for example, it must also go lower to have less of the other good on the y-axis. So we're already producing on the production possibilities frontier. Second question, similar, a country that can increase production of one good without decreasing the production of another good. That means we are not producing efficiently. That means the country is producing under the production possibilities frontier. Next question about scarcity. It represents a production possibilities frontier, or rather it's represented on the production possibilities frontier by the fact that we have attainable and unattainable combinations that the countries can and cannot produce. Never mind the country size, even the largest countries in the world, even the richest people in the world, they do have some things that they don't have resources for, that they cannot afford. Unattainable combinations of goods and services. On the opportunity cost and production possibilities frontier, a country has two options, either producing 2 tons of butter and 200 cars, or 3 tons of butter and 150 cars. In this case, the opportunity cost of that 1 extra ton of butter as we move from 2 tons to 3 tons. The opportunity cost of that 1 extra ton of butter is, of course, 50 cars, because in order to produce that additional ton, the country will have to give up the opportunity to produce the extra 50 cars. That's the difference between 200 and 150. Next question, the production possibilities frontier producing grains and cars is given by this table rather than a chart. The question is, what is the opportunity cost of producing the 5th ton of grains? The 5th ton of grains, that's between options C and D. As we move from option T to option C, we increase the grain production from 4 tons to 6 tons, that's extra 2 tons, at the cost of reducing the number of cars produced from 24 down to 18. That's extra 2 tons of grain at the cost of 6 cars. So each of those tons of grain comes at the cost of 3 cars. So the 5th ton of grain will have an opportunity cost of 3 cars. Again, production possibilities frontier in the form of a table rather than a chart. And the question is, what's the opportunity cost of the second pizza? That's moving from option B when you have only 1 pizza to option C when you have 2 pizzas produced, but that will cost us 15 sodas as production drops from 95 to 80. That's the cost of 15 sodas. And the last question, the country has a couple of options, producing 4 cars and 200 computers, or producing 6 cars and 150 computers. How much is the opportunity cost of 1 car in this range? As we move from one option of 4 cars to another option of 6 cars, we gain the production of 2 cars, but that comes at the cost of losing the production of 50 computers. 50 computers for 2 cars, so each of those 1 cars will have a cost, opportunity cost of 25 computers produced.